what your rights were in the situation. Is that correct? Well, okay. Well, the practical application would come from an attorney, and that's what we do at Lambino Martino. And we're a full-service law firm in the state of Washington, so no matter what type of legal matter you have, we actually help with. And what we want to do first is we need to review the lease that's in place. Now, I know you said that you've been past the lease, but whenever you stay past a lease, that means it goes to a month-to-month contract. And so when it goes yep, so you start. That's right. So even though it's month to month, though, the original lease terms would still stand. Does that make sense? Okay. And so all we want to do is make sure we enforce those original lease terms. So what we would need you to do is, if you decide to go with us, is to get on the phone with one of my attorneys that specialize in real estate. They need to get that lease that you have and review it. And then once they review it, they're going to send a letter to the property owner to let them know what your rights are. Now, normally that would be a $1,500 retainer, but we have a program that protects your rights, and it's a flat fee of $418 for the year, or we can break it down into 12 payments of $34.90. Which one would you prefer? I'm sorry, you started to break up a little bit. What'd you say? No, sir. So you're mixing up two numbers. I said normally it would be 1,500, but we can do it for a one-time fee of $418.90, and that would cover you for a year worth of access to our law firm. So not to say this issue would go on for a year, but what we want to do is give you up to a year with that $418 to be able to contact our law firm for anything that you're experiencing a problem with, and there's no cost or retainer fee associated with that. Does that make sense? Okay. And what I was saying to you is if you could say it one more time. So it's all encompassing for all types of legal matters. Like, for instance, me and my wife actually have the services, as well as our family, which is 5 children. And anytime we have a legal matter, we have a law firm to call. Like, don't judge my wife, but she got 4 traffic tickets in the last 4 years. And because we pay this flat fee, she had free representation in court. And she actually has 0 points on her license, even though she was charged 4 times. Does that make sense? And so what we want you to do is, in exchange for that $418, we need you to make sure that you actually always call us whenever you have a legal
My name is
problem.
Kobe Stingbridge. I'm the manager with Leadership. Calling in regards to your
So
real estate.
what people are doing is they're using this the same way they use their medical insurance. When people have a medical issue, they call the doctor, and the doctor covers it under their insurance. This is legal insurance that allows you to use our law firm as many times as you want without being billed every time you use it. And so we want to get in between a lot of the other problems that you're going to face, so that, again, you can see the value and actually come back to us year after year after year, because I would never get rid of this. They've literally saved me thousands of dollars. We've had disputes that they've settled with letters. I mean, these are not like regular letters, these are attorney letters. Normally our attorneys charge $350 per letter, but they're free on an unlimited number of basis. They've probably written, in the lifetime I had the membership, at least 20 letters for me. And they all have had a positive result. Does that make sense? And so what we want to do is, again, get you set up so we can actually start reviewing your contract and then getting a letter out to this landowner, so you're not arguing back and forth. Now, God forbid the police are ever called, but if they are, we also give you 24/7 emergency access, so that if you're ever arrested, detained, or questioned by the police, you have an attorney present, because it's your constitutional right, but most people are not able to exercise that right because they don't have an attorney to do so. Does that make sense? Sure. Yeah, no. I want you to definitely do that. Would it be okay if Mr. Trayvon Brown sends some information to your email? That way you can see the other stuff that we do. It's a full sample contract he's going to send you along with our attorneys from the law firm. So you can see everything we do, our years of experience, and even the practice areas. Would you like to see that? Sure. Oh, yes, we do. Actually, I'm glad you asked about gun rights and ownership. So not only do we cover concealed carry, but God forbid you have to use your weapon and you kill somebody, we actually will come to court for free and represent you in court up to 60 hours. And now that would be for both civil and criminal charges. And that is an additional $12 per month if you want it on the monthly fee, or additional $144 if you want it on a yearly fee. But for my gun owners, they love this because anytime they have a question or problem around the use of their weapon, you know, if the law enforcement tries to take their weapon, anything like that, they got our attorneys 24/7, 365 to call to enforce your gun rights. And so we even do gun trust. I don't know if you're familiar with a gun trust is, are you? Okay, so in the event of your passing, your weapons are licensed to you, they're registered? Okay, so what'll happen is if something happened to you and you know you couldn't maintain control of those weapons, the authorities could actually seize them and sell them if nobody else you knew could actually take legal ownership of them. But with a gun trust, you actually will be able to name who in the trust that it would automatically pass along to if you did die and weren't having anything specified previously. Does that make sense? So that would definitely be something. That's not going to be just in Washington. That's going to be everywhere. And yes, that would be covered under that gun owner's portion because again, the Constitution, you know, does guarantee the right to bear arms. Now they're making it more and more difficult for people to exercise their right to bear arms, which is the reason why we came up with this program to protect your rights to bear your arms. Sure. All right. I'm going to send you that information. When would you be able to review it and get back with us? Okay, that sounds like a plan. If you can make it within the 4 days, that'll be great. And that's whether yes or no. Just please let us know because we understand everything's not for everybody. But if it is for you, let us know by calling us. And if it's not, just let us know by emailing us, okay? All right. What a pleasure talking to you today, Mr. Christensen. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Bye-bye.